All right, we got week four. We got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. It's going to be a fun one. It's interesting to analyze. So the Chiefs are favored by 7.5, as you see right here. The model absolutely hates Kansas City in this case. So the model is giving the Chargers, I had to look at this like 5 times, giving the Chargers 76% chance of winning. That correlates to about an 8-point spread. So dramatically different results there. And then you go over here, you just look at the raw numbers. So this is the confidence interval from just running a couple hundred different models, simulations. Um, 24 to 14 in favor of the Chargers. Like, wow. So then when I come over to Bayesian, it says, hold on, not so fast. Team, the model's been underestimating the Chiefs. That's what that's saying. However, it's saying even when it makes the adjustment, it says the Chargers still win by about 2. And so let's look deeper at the numbers. Well, first off, let's just again they've only played 3 games, so I won't get too into this. So just when you look at this, it says the Chargers are in the top 10 in 3 out of the 4 categories, right? Now what's interesting is Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback, but their pass rank stinks. It's also showing that he was injured. I don't know if he's going to be playing. I don't know how capable he's going to be, but by and large, my opinion is he's a pretty good quarterback, but they cannot pass the ball whatsoever, and I don't know why. One would think with cheating Jim Harbaugh that they should be pretty good, but apparently he's not good as cheating at the pro level as he is in college. But and then when we come over here, you look at uh, fairly lackluster overall rating from Kansas City. You watch Kansas City, you kind of go, wow, they're 3-0, and undoubtedly they've played some, I would say, some pretty good teams. So that would explain why these are somewhat low. And then their points for and against is it's really close. They're not blowing these teams up, but then again, they're playing some really good teams. That could explain why when you come over here, you've got the Chargers beating the Raiders, the Panthers, and then they lost to what's pretty good, but maybe not a great Steelers team. So that's the reason why the model said, "Hey, I got to adjust this because the outcomes and what their rate they're it's just trying to accommodate for the fact that uh, the stats that they're putting up don't necessarily match the outcomes and such. So that's why that is. But you're still looking at just saying Kansas City hadn't exactly been covering a lot of these point spreads. This is a division rivalry, but at the same time, I haven't looked at Kansas City and gone, wow, they're really just nailing it. Yet at the same time, the Chargers, well, they're the Chargers. If there's a way to screw it up, just ask the Chargers to find a way, and they will. So let's just take a quick run through the numbers here. So one of the big things that jumps out is when you just see this type of a rushing game from the Chargers. It's like, oh, that's hard to stop. And this again, this is a matchup. This is not just how they've been doing. So it's that offense against that defense, that rushing offense versus that rushing defense. But then, of course, you're going to come over here and you're going to see, Patrick Mahomes, that dude's just going to light it up. There's just no two ways around it. And that's one of the reasons why I always hate taking one game over. And by the way, I'm not sure that I made a prediction before, but I am going to be taking the Chargers in this case here on the under. So um, this will be the second recording where I think I forgot to say right in the first slide who I'm picking. I got to get better at that. Sorry guys, a little bit off my game. But then so let's just come over here. And the other thing is Justin Herbert. I don't know why that he's sucking. I don't know why that passing offense is sucking. They really should be up here. So we'll see if they get that straightened out. New coach, so maybe he's just struggling under Jim Harbaugh. We'll see. We'll see if they can get that straightened out. A couple things here is at least the Chargers are holding on to the ball. They're not getting a lot of sacks. They're not turning the ball over. They're also not a whole lot of explosion here on either side right now. Seeing some more turnovers here from Patrick Mahomes and that turnover, and he's also getting sacked a little bit more. So all in all, I think people just tend to look at the 3-0 and it's Patrick Mahomes. He's lighting it up, and uh, their wins just have not been that impressive for me to say, yeah, that's absolutely the case. But then again, I see a lot of weakness on the Charger side as well. 7.5 point spread is really hard to take, or I think that's what it was. So with that, I'm going to take the under. So I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if you don't mind, if you look down here somewhere, we should be seeing like and subscribe. Love it if you would subscribe and follow me. And if you got any questions, comments, drop me a note.